All right, so I got two more examples for you here in this video. More of this stuff about slope. So they give us the 2 points, 3, 6, and x comma 8. And they also tell us that the slope between those is 1/5. So we're supposed to figure out what the value of x is. All right. So I'm going to set up my little slope formula here. And I'm just going to plug these values in for these down here. All right. So y2 is equal to 8 minus y1, which is equal to 6, over x2, which is the one I'm solving for, so I'm just going to put an x there, minus x1, which is 3. So this is the slope formula, and it's supposed to equal 1/5. All right, so we're going to cross multiply here. Well, this part's kind of easy. 8 minus 6, that's just 2, so I'll do that real quick. All right, when we cross multiply, we're going to have 2 times 5, which is equal to 10, is equal to, and then we have on this side, when we cross multiply, it's 1 times x minus 3. So in that case, that's kind of easy. It's just x minus 3. You would, from here, we'll go ahead and plus 3 on both sides and call it a day. 13 is equal to x. Bam. So easy. All right, for this next one, this one's actually, I like this question. It's a good, tough question, I guess. If you know that the slope of the line between 8, negative 3, and x comma 8, if you know that that's undefined, what is the value of x? All right, so for this one, I would go ahead, I'm just going to draw a picture because I think it's going to be a little easier that way. So 8, negative 3 would be, to the right 8 and then down 3. So somewhere in there. And then the other one, let's see here, x comma 8. So for this part to be x comma 8, that means it's going to be 8 units high. That's the y value. But we don't know the x value over here. We don't know how far to the right it is, supposedly. But they tell us that the slope is undefined. Well, if the slope is undefined, that only happens when you're dealing with vertical lines. That's the only time that the slope is undefined. Well, for it to be undefined, that means that these 2 points, the green point that I drew and the new point, which, I guess I'll put right here. All right. In order for that to happen, in order for it to be vertical, it has to have the same x value. So it's got to be on top of the one that's already there. So that's the answer right there. I mean, x is equal to 8. The other way that you could, whoa, happened to the screen. All right. Yeah, something, I must have tilted it and it went away. The other way that you can get this algebraically is I'm just going to set I'll set up my equation. So y2 is 8 minus y1 over x2, which is x, minus x1, which is this 8 right here. Now, this needs to be undefined according to the problem. The slope is undefined. Well, it's kind of controversial, but in order for this to be undefined, that means that the bottom has to equal 0. That way you're dividing by 0. That's undefined. So that means that the value of x has to equal 8 because, 8 minus 8 gives you the 0. All right.